Hello and welcome to what is it, part 5? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I apologise for the rather abrupt ending, but my camera died. So, we never got to enjoy Flappy, did we? But screw it, I'm not going to go Flappy. Instead, let's start off on a much better game, which is Flypole, an exciting, cute game. If the title screen ever, well, if the title actually appears. There we go. And there we go, let's play some normal, shall we? Now, in case you don't know, Flypole is basically a very good game, unlike several of the previous ones I've had to deal with. And in Flypole, you have to like throw boxes at other boxes that match. See, if I did that, then I'd have lost, but I'm not that dumb. So therefore, I do that, and then that, and then that, and then that. See, I know what I'm doing, and I'm not that far from completing the level. Well, I'll probably end up losing anyway now. Yes, I'm telling I have. Oh, else keep going until I lose. No, I have lost. Screw it, let's go on to the next game. Alright, this game, but let's go on to the next game anyway, because I suck. Field Combat. A game which I've never really had a very good understanding of. As far as I can tell, you abduct people because you're a spaceship, and that's what spaceships do. See? Oh, I thought I got 2 in one go then. It's disappointment. But yes, if you press A and B at the same time, you can call other things in, which don't really do much. See, that one died almost instantly. And I died because I suck at this game. And there we go. Now we're coming to a really good game, and probably one of my favourites. Gallagher! Yes, the arcade classic. And reading up on my computer model wait for this intro to end. Because I have to revise for my exam on Monday. And I fail at revision because it's too boring. I hate you, revision. Why can't you die? I want to play some games! In case you haven't noticed already, I hate having to work. I blame God because apparently he forced people to work, but then again, I'm not religious, so I don't buy into that crap. So yeah, screw you, WBC. God hates toast, apparently. Oh, whoops. See, will the green one try to capture me? Apparently not, and now I'm gonna, like, okay, I'll kill that one. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to end this stage on one ship. Which is a real disappointment because I want 2 ships, not 1. Fuck you, you greedy prick, for not stealing my ship. Okay, I'm trying to reset this thing with your feet, it's probably not a good idea. And then we come on to another shooter, and one of possibly the worst one on here. Yeah, this game is pretty awful, as I will explain. First problem, the music is very annoying. Second problem, the graphics absolutely suck. As you can see, I'm no Gok Wan, but even I know that having green and purple in the entire stage is a very bad choice indeed. Third problem, for whatever reason, the turbo button doesn't work with this game. Seriously, if you use Turbo A, no, you just do nothing. You just sit there like an idiot, just waiting to die. And you might as well be, because this game is boring as hell. And try to stare at the screen all the whole time is probably going to give you eye cancer or something. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe that's maybe I'm thinking of Virtual Boy, but whatever. Actually, maybe I'm thinking of 3DS is more like it. But yes, not much to say about this game other than it sucks. So let's go to the next one. Next up is Dymus. This one, I suppose technically speaking, it's a bad game, but oh no, I kind of enjoy this one to be honest. As crazy as it sounds. It's a sort of like 3D-ish space shooter. What you have to do is you have to destroy everything. It's kind of like one of those like cheesy bad games, not one of those bad games like Galgi's. well, Zunu Senkingal, if you want the full title of that one. Yeah, Gaimus is basically a game where you fly around and blow up stuff. And you also notice the Star Wars theme at the beginning of the stage. Yeah, any multi-cart that has more than one Star Wars reference is a bloody good one. But I died, so let's go on to the next game. That next game is Gyrodyne, which has a glitchy scrolling thing. Apparently made in 1998. Something tells me it wasn't. Now this game is yet another mediocre shooter, as you could probably guess. And, well, if you look at the game, you'll see it's not really the most exciting game in the world. It's actually not that bad, but there's nothing really all that interesting about it. So you can mash the B button to shoot a missile at the other helicopters and such. And if I could find it, there's some sort of like, yeah, there we go, there's a random mermaid. I've got no idea why there's a mermaid in this game, but whatever, it keeps me from falling asleep. Yeah. It's playable enough, it's challenging enough. It's just not, it's just not that interesting of a game. So you can collect that little triangle thing. And apparently that... Oh, that bastard stole my power up! I wanted points, goddammit! Anyway, we move on to another game which I can't play because I'm playing it on LCD TV. That game being Gotcha! The sport. Is it still recording? Yes, it is. Might have to end it after this bit though, because I haven't actually counted the time. But yes, this game is basically a light gun game. The confusing thing being that it's a light gun game that requires you to use the D-pad as well. I don't understand that. Use the D-pad to move around and the light gun to shoot, which I imagine will be a pain in the arse. The game itself, like I played this on an emulator, it's pretty good. And yeah, I'm deliberately looking at the camera the whole time just to make sure it doesn't stop recording. It does have a tendency to do that, like after it's recorded 15 minutes it just stops. Which I can kind of understand because the batteries, the battery life when you record video is not great, which you'd probably expect. And yes, we are now on page number 3, which is awesome. As you can see, we start off with Galaxians. I've got no... Okay, apparently the scrolling glitched up. Now, for some crazy reason, the 1-player and 2-player options are kind of invisible in this particular version. I have no idea what happened there, but other than that, it is the arcade classic we know and love. You can actually play this in 2 players, just so you know. It just doesn't show the options on the screen. I've got no idea why they did that. It makes no bloody sense. It's like, oh, let's pretend we moved one of the options even though we didn't. Ha! I hate you purple ships. You could die now. And you... Oh, apparently I missed. Oh, Mr. Girl Boss! Oh well, let's go to the next game. And, next up is Gradius. Quite possibly the best game on here. Now, Gradius, as I'm sure you're all aware, is a very awesome space shooter. Which is, of course, the first in the series. And I died because this... Seriously, when you compare this to... Like, playing this on emulation is a lot easier because the D-pad is not a... You find the D-pad is especially bad when it comes to playing this game. Like, for what... I don't even suck at this game either, like I can actually, I have actually completed it before. It's just that the D-pad really sucks when it comes to playing it, which is a real pity. So, yeah. All I'll say is if you do want to play Gradius, don't play it on this console. Next up is Hyper Olympic. Do 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 do. We ripped off a jealous, 'cause we do not care. Yeah, anyway. Hyper Olympic. With this random glitchy sound in the intro. I have no idea why. And yes, at the moment I'm just revising my computing. Yeah. Now, Hyper Olympic is basically... Now, in Japan, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with track and field, and I believe in Japan it was released as 2 different games. And yeah, this and Hyper Sports. This is basically the first half of the game. Hyper Sports is the second half. I'm not entirely sure why they did it like that. I think these versions were like released first, and then Konami thought, well, let's combine them into 2 different games. But whatever. As you can see, we win. As you can see, I win rather, and I wasn't even paying attention. So yeah, Joust is a pretty awesome game. Now in Joust, what you have to do is you have to guide your bird into stomping on things. I used to suck at this game really badly, but not quite so much now. Hopefully I can show that today. See, I've been practicing, and I am no longer dying. Oh yeah. No, you're not killing me. You will be dead, a pleasant death. Okay, what the hell am I singing Metallica? That's got nothing to do with this game. Yeah, you collect eggs to make sure that they don't hatch into enemies. But anyway, Karateka presents. Presents what? There are no presents. I don't know. Karateka. Yeah, anyway. The best death ever. And yeah, I do know how to play this game. I just thought that'd be funny. The end. Yeah, best ending ever. Oh, whoops, I didn't press the reset button properly. Cage, or The Legend of Cage. Now in The Legend of Cage, all you do is, well, this princess gets captured, or something. Oh no, it's a ninja! And you have to play as this guy who looks who looks suspiciously like a woman, or transvestite. And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I'm having a question. But, yes. Okay, this game has nothing to do with butter, but, whatever. And yes, you frequently die from cheap deaths because of the poor programming. And, Load Runner is just Load Runner, as you can tell. No idea what those dots are for on the top left, but whatever. Now in Load Runner, what you have to do is you run and collect loads. It really is that simple. The game itself is alright, but it's not the most exciting game in the world, as you might notice. And I've played this countless times before, so I'm just going to go on to the next game, if I can figure out where the reset button is. No, it's not the console either, it's just me being a complete idiot. Oh, apparently the button's got jammed. And apparently the console sucks so much that the button has actually got jammed. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at that, because they're so terrible. And my voice has gone really nasally for some reason. Lunar Ball, a game with balls in space. And it's a snooker game, sort of. So have a quick go with this. As you may notice, the music is a lot more tuneful than it was in Billiard 2008, the best game ever made. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realise this has nothing to do with the game. Come on, go in! Aww, disappointment. As disappointing as, well, Wolves having to do a replay in the FA Cup. Ooh, that was lucky. And there we go.